The archive sorting room waits behind a tall metal door with a narrow frosted panel. When you push the handle, the door opens slowly, letting out a soft breath of still air. You step inside, and the sounds from the hallway fade at once, replaced by a steady hush that feels settled. As if the room has been in this state for hours, your foot touches the smooth concrete floor. The surface is cool and solid, giving you a steady foundation as you take a few steps forward. Each movement lands softly, absorbed by the spacious layout of the room. Rows of long tables run from one side of the room to the other. Each table holds stacks of papers, labeled folders, small boxes, and a scattering of tools meant for sorting and arranging documents. Everything looks patiently waiting, as though the room paused mid-task and simply stayed that way. You walk beside the first table, your pace slow and deliberate. Some of the folders are tied with thin strings, others held closed with metal clips. Nothing is chaotic. Nothing demands attention. You allow your gaze to drift, noting the faint variations in texture as the light catches different materials. Across the room, tall shelving units stand in straight lines. Their structure is metal, painted in muted tones, holding countless drawers and compartments. Most drawers are closed. A few are pulled out halfway, revealing stacks of envelopes resting inside. You walk toward them, keeping your steps steady. The air carries a faint scent of old paper and polished surfaces, softened with time. There is no dust swirling, no drafts, just a sense of a room that has been holding its posture for a long while. As you approach the shelving units, you trail your hand lightly above the metal frame without touching it. The room's lighting is soft and consistent, coming from fixtures mounted high above you. It gives everything a warm tone without creating harsh lines. You continue your path, moving between the rows of tables. Some hold open boxes filled with index cards arranged in long, neat rows. Others contain large sheets, maps, and diagrams layered carefully to avoid damage. You pass each item with the calm awareness of someone taking in a space at a gentle pace. Your footsteps guide you toward a long sorting desk near the back wall. This desk is broader and slightly higher than the others, designed to spread out delicate documents. Several brushes lie neatly beside cloth-covered pads, meant to support fragile items. A lamp with a wide shade stands at one side, unlit, but its shape suggests soft light when in use. A chair sits pushed under the sorting desk. The wood of the backrest is smooth from use, though it remains completely still now. You walk past it and follow the shape of the desk with your gaze, noting the small marks and variations on its surface. From here, You shift to the opposite side of the room. This area contains tall cabinets with sliding glass doors. The glass is slightly fogged from age, giving the contents a softened outline. Behind the doors, you see bound volumes arranged in long rows. Some are thick, some narrow, all kept upright by simple metal supports. You walk along the cabinets, letting your attention rest briefly on each section. The volumes vary in color: deep reds, faded blues, earthy greens. None are bright. All seem settled in their place. You reach the far end of the room, where a large table holds tools for repairing documents. Brushes, adhesives, cloth strips, and boards for flattening. Everything is arranged with care, forming a calm work surface that feels prepared but not busy. Your steps carry you past the repair table and back toward the center of the room. The space feels balanced, shaped by wide walkways between each table. Your movement becomes a natural part of the room's atmosphere, as if the room adjusts around you, rather than the other way around. You walk near a set of filing drawers built into the wall. Each drawer has a small metal label holder on the front. Though many slots are empty, you place your hand over one drawer, feeling the faint coolness of the metal through the still air just above it. You do not pull it open. You simply acknowledge its presence and continue. The room's temperature remains consistent as you walk. Nothing shifts. Nothing disturbs your pace. You move toward the front of the room again, passing the long tables one more time. From this angle, the stacks of paper appear slightly different, softened shapes under the warm light. A few sheets lie exposed, showing lines of handwriting that are too faint to read from where you stand. You walk between two tables and find a narrow passage leading to a secondary shelving unit. This one holds small boxes with handwritten labels attached to their lids. The labels are aged, some slightly curled, but still legible. The boxes sit straight, each one aligned with its neighbors. You continue forward until you reach a large window covered by a translucent blind. It filters the outside light into a soft glow that spreads evenly across the floor. You pause for a moment near the window, letting the filtered brightness meet your senses without revealing anything beyond the glass. When you begin walking again, your steps carry you toward the center of the room for one final pass. A soft stillness fills the space around you. Nothing has moved since you arrived, yet the room feels subtly different now that you've walked through it. More familiar, more settled. The long tables remain steady. The shelving units stand in structured lines. The documents rest in their places, untouched and undisturbed. Your steps slow naturally as you approach the middle of the room again. There is no signal that your walk is ending. Nothing shifts, nothing changes. Yet your body recognizes the moment to settle. You take a few last steps, each one steady and grounded. The archive sorting room holds its atmosphere exactly as before, offering calm through order, through stillness, through space. Your walk comes to a soft close here, within the gentle hush of the room, surrounded by materials that have been waiting for years without urgency. The tables rest, the shelves rest, and the room holds its steady atmosphere around you.